In this video, we're going to be taking a look at GRASP. GRASP is a problem-solving strategy used physics to solve various types of problems. There's a number of steps in GRASP. The first one is write down what's given. So you need to read the question, identify and write down the known variables, and make a diagram to keep everything straight. I highly suggest making a diagram every single time, and in units such as force, this is required. The second step is to write down what's required. This is what you're trying to find out and what you're trying to solve for in the problem. Step number 3 is analysis. You need to select and write down the equations that contain the variables listed in the question. Step 4 is write the solution. You need to manipulate the equation that you found, isolate the variable if it's necessary, and substitute into the formula, including units. Remember that you only substitute once you've isolated the variable. The final step is to give your answer with the correct number of significant digits. For more information on significant digits, see another video. The final step in GRASP is to paraphrase. You need to answer the question in a proper English sentence. Let's take a look at an example. In this example, a student uniformly accelerates from 15 meters per second to 35 meters per second west. What is the rate of acceleration if the displacement during this time was 43.0 meters? So when we're finding out what the solution is, I first like to specify what direction will be positive. In this case, I'm going to choose west to be positive. Then we go on to GRASP. So we need to write down what's given, and we get this information directly from the question. We know that the initial velocity is 15 meters per second, the final velocity is 35 meters per second, the displacement is 43.0 meters, and what we're required to find is the acceleration. The next step is to figure out what equation we're going to need to use. For this, we're going to have to take a look at our formula sheet. So on our formula sheet, we're dealing with kinematics, so we're going to look at the kinematics section of the formula sheet. We're going to look through our various types of formulas, and we're going to find out which formula has final velocity, initial velocity, acceleration, and displacement. This equation right here has all our required variables. So let's choose that one. So using our equation, we know that Vf squared equals Vi squared plus 2AD. Now we're going to have to manipulate our equation for acceleration. So we're going to have to do some algebra. So manipulating equation, we get this equation right here. If you don't know how to do algebra or you struggle with it, you really need to get it under control. If you're having problems, please contact me via private discussions and I'll be able to help you out. But it's necessary and crucial that you understand how to do algebra. Our next step is to substitute in our given variables into our equation. And notice how we're using our units. So units are included in all of our substitutions. Then we just need to use our calculator and find our final answer. Since acceleration is a vector, we need to include the direction. In this case, it's west. Also notice that our final answer has 3 significant figures because all our given variables have 3 significant figures. The last step is to paraphrase. So write in a sentence saying the student acceleration is 11.6 meters per second squared west. That's how GRASP works. I hope you found this video useful.